Congratulations, you got onto Scoir. Yes, Scoir is your portal to all types of colleges and careers and program information at your fingertips. We are going to, along with your college counselor, use Scoir regularly, not only to look into colleges, but it's also a tool for careers. Before we go down to the home screen, let's look at what these options are up here. From Discover, yes, you could look at different careers, looking at certain salaries, which ones offer certain degrees. There's also a career assessment that you could use from different events that are coming up to look at different programs. But don't forget to view your own profile so you can make sure all your information is correct. Here, your GPA, which is your cumulative GPA since 9th grade year, will be updated, and you can help your college counselor get to know you by going to, brag a little bit about your activities. But what's your task for today? As I said, this page right here will tell you how to do college matches, career fits, and also more information. From time to time, we'll give you assignments that you need to do here, and then you'll go and mark as complete so your assigned college counselor can know that it's all done. So again, your job today is to discover colleges. So what do we want you to do? We want you to use the filter system. You can use the basic settings right over here, but let's kind of look at all the filters. Maybe you're undecided, you don't want a major, or maybe you do want to look at some majors. Now remember, it could go general to business, or you be specific. You do not have to enter this feature, but let's just pretend you do. Now I have 133 schools, but let's just say I want schools that four-year university, offers a bachelor's degree. Let's say I'm a little bit open to all the different sizes, but notice when I click on the boxes, it really does narrow it down for me, right? Then I want to put down different settings. Maybe I want to do suburbs. Maybe I do want a college town. And location is really important. International, United States. What regions of the country do you want? Midwest, Northeast. Now look here, I could also keep a school or deselect a school. There's certain locations I don't want on my list, or if I forgot a school, I could add it on, right? So this is a great feature you could look at. One thing that students tend to forget is selectivity. These are, look here, the most selective schools from Claremont, McKenna, down in Southern California, which has about 10% admission rate, to Washington University in St. Louis, to highly selective schools, Carleton College, to some very selective schools that maybe you haven't heard of, Denison or Kenyon, but a lot of other people have, or some likely schools like Miami University. So this is a great way to say, what type of schools are you interested in? Do you want to make sure it's test optional so these schools will not be requiring the test? Maybe you want to make sure it's an out-of-state public school, or maybe not. We do highly recommend private, not-for-profit, or public universities. You could indicate religious affiliations. Maybe you want to make sure there's certain types of sports, right? So let's just say you want to do women's basketball. What division? Maybe you just want to make sure there's division 1, 2, and 3. So you saw how I could remove that. But let's just say you want to make sure that there are certain different programs out there that's available for you. Like let's say you want to make sure there's some affinity groups, or you want to make sure there's a great creative writing program. They'll give you a list of schools. So what's your job now? Your job is to kind of check out these schools and to see which schools you want to follow. Maybe it's going to be a Miami University, and if it's a school because of student life, Campus 5, it is known as the public Ivy League school. You could put that on there. Or maybe you've heard of St. Louis University. That's an urban setting, and maybe because it was parent opinion. That's the reason why you want to add it on there. Or maybe you're not too sure about these schools and oops, you saw how I did that? I'm going to add the compare. I'm going to put a couple of schools on there. Maybe I'll put a Jesuit school on there too. And then look what I'm doing. Now I get to see and compare these schools to see, oh, I have a challenge school, I have a likely school, 3 likely schools. Do you like that? Do you not? It gives me a good general look of size based on diversity of gender, ethnicity, and look, I also have some information of the different schools. Now, how can I find more information? You just did this compare button. Well, remember, every button here is a link, including up here, right? So if I want to view this college profile, I get a virtual tour. I could click on here, search more about the school, and look, you've never heard of this Miami University, but look at all the opportunities that this campus provides. This is going to change from time to time. We're just trying to get the feel of the campus. Each of these is a click away, upcoming events that's available, but we're not done. No, no, no. We could also look about the different majors. Look at all the different degrees on there that the campus has. How many students are going to these campus for these majors? Look at all the different concentrations. Yeah, what is arts management? Here's some more information, and I could click on more. Look at different careers. I bet you never heard of business economics or data analytics. Is it affordable? Can I find the income criteria over here? Learn more about the value of affordability of the campus. Learn about the student life, the size, the retention rate. This is all just on Scoir. The diversity, not only by race and ethnicity and gender, but also by region of the country as well. All the varsity sports they offer, and so much more. Traditions, study abroad. Now, you only have 3. Uh-oh. You know what that means? You need to go back to Discover and find some more schools. But we want you to follow 5 colleges. How do I get back to my list? Well, remember, I could click any of these to start again or go back to my last search one. Maybe I want to look in different elements. Like, remember, I had all these options. Maybe I just want to look at some schools that are super challenge schools and super not too challenge schools. Maybe I want to add on a Claremont McKenna. How do I know the school is super hard? Well, let's look at the admissions rate over here, right? 11%. Maybe I just want to see what that school here. Here's a link I could go to. I can always go back to compare, but I want to follow that campus, right? And maybe I want the surrounding location because it is in California. So how do I know I did everything I needed to do? I have 5 following schools. Yes. So you're going to mark on the assignment that you have. Remember, the assignment is going to be right down here. We want you to check out all these different schools, and then you can go view college profile and so much more. So thank you for looking at Scoir. It's a great resource to check out both for careers and colleges. We really appreciate you checking periodically your assignments. And remember, mark complete when under here, my colleges, you have 5 colleges that you're following. Feel free to add more, but take advantage of this resource and more to come.